What's up, guys? I've been trying to fix this audio for like the last, I don't know, hour and a half. It's like 3:30 right now. If the audio doesn't work, you guys might just get another video with no audio. But yeah, I wasn't going to do a little trade today anyway because of FOMC. So might as well do some back testing. I'm going to continue on this one. So far we made $1,255.11, 100% win rate. The risk reward is not great, but still profitable. Let's get into it. You can see down here, time is 3:28, 9th of July. Why is it taking so long? We'll see if we can finish this session. I put it for a month. I don't know the date. I don't remember the date, but the date will show. Just to show, news is at 7 p.m., which means it hasn't come out yet. But if you look at the market right now, it's heavily manipulated even before news hits. So I'd just rather sit out overall and not try take a loss. And this is still loading. I don't know why. Don't know what's happening here. There we go. Finally, we left off, Friday 9th. Haven't taken any trades since. You can see it's all the same still. All the P&Ls, all there still. Okay, let's fast forward to the next day. Damn. Damn. 1 minute. I'll mark out what time I'm trading. So it'll be from 2:30 till 5. So between these two lines as well, I'm going to be trading. Alright, what time is it? 2:29. Perfect. Higher time frame prices looking strongly bullish. And it just swept that high. I'm bullish price does look bullish. It hasn't really got much unless you come into this fair value gap on order block up here. But I will be targeting these highs. 4 hour. We could get a retracement back into this gap. And if we get a clean entry, I wouldn't mind retracing back into it. And just caps over in the market. Don't know if that's how it is on TradingView as well. That's just because of how this is. We got these session lows, Asia and London. Price worked all this hourly liquidity and then pushed higher. Left behind this 4 hour, oh no, 1 hour FVG. Could get a retracement back into here and a push up maybe. Or just a strong retracement back down into this bigger gap. This is not really the cleanest of the price action for me to be wanting to trade off of. But if we get something, we get something. Didn't mark out the hourly highs and lows. And price did come and sweep all of these as these highs up there as well. And then the lows could be there. Session low. Asia session low. And then the start of that gap. Okay, and price really swept that. We don't need that. Jump to the 15-minute. See if we have anything. This is on market open. Price came and swept all of this. All these lows over here. Nothing much to enter off of. I do want to see a reversal. Yeah, I was just about to say I would want price to come sweep these lows out before even considering. It leaves behind a fair value gap. Just like that. A 5-minute fair value gap. 340, so we still got time. Jump on the 1 minute. See, actually, wait a second, 15-minute. Price has come back into here. This fair value gap respected it. Yeah, I'm still bullish. Fair value gap starts there. 1 minute. And so we got this order block all the way down here. Order block within a fair value gap. On the 1 minute, I'd like a retracement all the way back to down here. Is that within equilibrium area? Yep, it's within equilibrium. Let's see. building all of this liquidity, which I'd want to be taken out, just like that. Still hasn't come down to the lower fair value gap. And that's the session done basically. Again, all this liquidity, want it to be taken out. Yeah, terrible price action from me, honestly. Happy I stayed out of it. If I would have entered off this fair value gap, which is moving sideways, I mean, yeah, it would have ended up pushing up. One position off there. I would have my stops all the way until down here. Crazy risk to reward. Could have targeted those highs. 1 to 2. I feel like I would have got stopped out. I did 5 minutes. I'm not seeing this price action. Just to hit TP1, I would have waited until, oh my days, how many hours would that have been? Entered there. TP1 would have hit after 5 hours. Terrible day. Delete that. Mark out my next day. This is Tuesday. Wait a second. 13th. Stopped on the 9th. 9. 10, 11, and Monday was the 12th. Oh, okay. I was confused for a second. I was like, where did all the days go? 2:30 as always, and 5. Bingo. Okay, 210. That's good enough. Reset daily. Still bullish. I'm still bullish, to be honest. I mean, price moved sideways for most of yesterday's session, so hopefully we'll get a clean. Price did respect and currently respected this fair value gap over here and broke structure to the upside for now. I mean, for me, I'm still strongly bullish. Left behind this hourly fair value gap. I'll either mark that one out or that one. I'm going to mark out this top one. What time is this one? 2. Still has time for that one. I'll mark this one up for the time being until it reaches the 3 o'clock, and we'll see where that hourly one is. Respected this fair value gap was what I pushed higher, broke structure to the upside. Broke structure. I'm very bullish. What's about the highs and lows? Why do I keep forgetting that? those are the session of those. I'm just marking. And I also have this one here. Highs, that high got taken. That's a high. This here is a high. Let's say 50% of this I want to target later. For now, that's a high. That's another high. The highs are so close together that price took this one out. I would ideally want it to take all three of these highs out. That's an equal high. All this will probably be my finest take profit for now. Yeah, that'll be a beautiful buy. Would it happen during my session throughout the whole thing? Maybe not. Swept that high and kept pushing to the upside. Actually, I swept this hourly low here. That's not up. My plug. Back to 15.5. During session, it came swept out all of these lows. All the pre-market lows and pushed higher, even behind its. What was it? 240, still got time. 1 minute. See what price wants to do over here. But this would have block over here as well. That's just pumping, not respecting anything. 5 minute. Left behind. Price is just moving without. I haven't seen an entry form. And you can consider this fair value gap I respected. But there's still all this lower influences down here. Price is going to end up taking that TP that one all the way there at this point. And that's my session done. I mean, I knew the bias, just didn't get an entry. People could have bought off that fair value gap on here. Long position on the entry. But I would have waited this one on sweep. Stops at the low. That just to TP1. That's a 1 to basically 3. All the way up here, TP2. 1 to 7. And my final take profit 1 to 21 restored. Next day. To the high is a 1 to 15 for all to take profits. And then started making this reversal back, like around here, 1 to 14. but because I don't enter straight on market open, I missed it. Not gonna force it. Next day, mark out again. 230, 5. So that. No, that's 225, okay. 80. This could be a retracement back into this value gap on the daily, full hour. I have these value gaps. Ideally, I would want it to tap into the lower one so that I can sweep these liquidities. But this one's still a possibility. 1 hour. Asia low got taken. London low still yet to be taken. Still got that high. Still the lows. I'm gonna mark that. Not there. The highs. Still got all of these highs. The price needs to take. And these equal highs that we mentioned earlier. Minute. We're inside a bullish fair value gap right now, but still got these liquidities to take out. And I wanted to tap into here at least. Get rid of that. And then that's a sweep. Inversed. Minute to the 1 minute, and I'll look for an entry in the 1 minute. Five minutes making its way back up to that inverse. 1 minute, just trying to move back up. Behind this lower value gap. The price comes back into here and gives me a nice out of there. Nice move out of there. I wouldn't mind entering. Price came deeper in. Still no entry. Still no break or structure or anything. There's upper price action. It's just moving sideways. I'm gonna absolutely nothing. And you can consider it sweeping this high. No, shouldn't want to do that high if it's come that close. I don't know where it's swept then. I think it swept that and just went higher. One minute. Get rid of that. And a second, 5 minute. The price tap into nothing. 1 minute. We break structure to the downside and left this fair value up. We get retracing back into and a break of structure. I mean, yeah, that could have been my entry. This break right here. But to be honest, it's not really enough for me. Stops there. Targeting these results. I want a clean break of structure. Here we go, tapped in. Imagine I entered. My TP1 would have been here, and I would have got taken out break even, making a 1 to 1 basically. Yeah, not entry again today. What is up with price action? Just very sideways. Oh my days, look at this. From here to here, price literally moved sideways. For how long? Price moved sideways for a whole hour before deciding to move lower with a clean candle. Can I consider that an hourly sweep? For me, that's not going to count. Did respect that, pushed higher. But look, it's just too much wicks. Nothing that could have entered off of. This would have been a guaranteed break even day or losing day. This could have been the trade, but that is what it is. Price is definitely going to attack this high. These are the three that are right next to each other. Yeah, those all equal highs up here, and those this high here. Let's get to the next day. I might just end up sticking on the same amount. It's all about being patient at the end of the day. Damn. London just kept dropping. I might have a trade today. What time is it? 2:10. Daily. What's happening on the daily? Came back to respect this fair value gap on the daily. 4 hour. respected the fair value gap as well, swept all the liquidity. And what's this? This was yesterday. Swept yesterday's liquidity. Swept all the previous 2 days liquidity and tapped into the fair value gap. 1 hour. Swept that low. And came into that fair value gap and pushed higher. We've got these hourly highs. Other possible targets. Equal highs. Definitely target that session high. And that high as well. In terms of lows, we've got this London low. Asia already got taken. Asia barely moved, it was moving sideways. Got that low as well. And finally, that low. And this one is a riddle, as you see, it's a liquid steep already. 15 minute. What's happening on the 15-minute? We have this order block right here. Price respected it. Got this fair value gap. Price hasn't closed below it yet. So it's worth marking out. Price respected this so far. 5 minute. One second, hourly. I am bullish after that sweep. So go back on the 5 minute. Look for retracement back into here. Or something to come off of it. 1 minute. Swept all these lows here on the 1 minute. 5 minute where we create nothing, swinging sideways. 1 minute came, swept these lows, left behind fair value gap on the 1 minute. With an order block as well. Alright, let's see what price wants to do. 5 minute, what's happening? Tap back in to here, respect, pushing 1 minute. Got that respect, and it pushed out, breaking this structure right here. It's a breaker structure. I wouldn't mind entering market. Stops at that low. I mean, I already got taken. This will be my new TP1. And mark up other possible highs. Got these highs here. Make them black. I'm targeting. These are all higher time frame highs that I would be targeting. At the same time, price could come even lower. I wouldn't mind putting my stops there. And I'm making this TP1. We'll see how price acts over there. Final TP. That comes with my final TP. Hourly. That equal height hasn't got taken. Oh, it did yesterday. Yeah, that's a reasonable high. That happened during the whole session, maybe not. It's still a possibility I could get taken out straight away. But with what I'm seeing so far, price is respecting. Let's say 15 minute, checked all of that. Came back into, if you want to consider this an order block, came back into it and pushed higher. Price could still want to come down, take that, but overall bullish. Price is respecting this 5 minute fair value gap over here as well. I know I haven't got my entry on the 5 minute, but I'm hopefully confident in the trade. So go ahead and enter. Did move my stops lower just in case price wanted to come lower in. Anything I could put my stops down here to be more safe. A second. Let me see. So I wanted 0. As my TP1. This. I wanted 0.62. Not terrible, not great as well, but I'll take it. Place order, market. We'll do, how am I risking 700? Yeah. I should just go the 1%. Risk the 1%. Save. And right in. Price smacks that high. Not. I'll just see if I put my stops there, I would have been taken out straight away. 5 minute. Price is respecting this order block, I mean, for now. Yeah, looking like a losing trade. Why? I don't know. And so hasn't really closed. I mean, yeah, it has closed below there. So losing trade. Break even. Oh my days. That one was stressful. Close my 30%. Wait. Close 30%, which is 200. Move that to break even. And that was in my TP1. Alright, next TP. Close another 20%. Close another 30%, another 200. Save. Alright. Next TP, closed. Oh. Alright, close 20%. We should close 30%. I'll close another 30%. I mean, I want to target this high. If it reaches here, I'll close the rest of my position. I'm not going to get greedy. See on the 5 minute what price is doing. Any reason for it to reverse back down. That's a crazy high to be targeting still. I'll close 50% over here and I'll leave runners. I'll move my stop loss higher up. Alright, close 50%. Or should we close 75? I'll close 75. Save. Move my stop loss to that low. And then we'll just let price run. Move to 5 minutes. And we're out. How much did we make off that? We made 1,400 off that trade. Oh. And then overall, 1 to 2. Clean trade overall. But I do still expect price to come take those highs. You'll see price end up pushing high eventually. Good thing I moved my stop loss all the way up here, otherwise I would have just lost more profits if it came back down here. Happy with that trade. Was a risky one when I entered. Could have waited for a 5 minute fair value gap over here, which would have got me a better risk to reward, honestly. Wait. I'll mark that one orange so you don't get confused. That's the 5 minute fair value gap. And then price came, tapped into it, broke structure up here, just like that. I enter off that structure break, stops at this low, and already just to here, so 1 to 3. So to where price was, come back on the 5 minute, I could have made it a 1 to 4 when I could have doubled my profits if I had been patient. But I was already risking 1%, so entering another position was risky. Happy with it. Would take that trade 5 times over. Actually, only because the way it swept this liquidity all the way down here and respected this high time frame, the value gap to begin with, is the only reason I actually entered. Swept that, pushed higher, broke structure there, never closed above there, but that was good enough for me. Enter, price was strong, came back down into here. If I was patient, would have caught this, push up, bish bash wash. Alright, we're still at 100% win rate. Oh no, wait. How far out of my session did I trade it? I exited after I reversed a 15 minute. My session ended here. Honestly, I did take. I took most of my position out at 5:30, so about half an hour after my session ended. Pretty much respected my rule still. Took my full position all the way down here. I left runners with my stop loss here. Wasn't too bothered. I probably would have been off markets already and just monitoring it on my phone or just checking in once in a while because there wasn't a lot still left in the trade and my stop loss was inside profit, so happy with the way I managed it as well. Alright, 5-minute market out again. This is why you just gotta stay patient. Those trades will come. Okay, 2:30 to 5. People don't realize not every day is a trading day. Yes, I won here, but will I win in here? Will I take a trade in there? Maybe, maybe not. It's only one way to find out. Taking its sweet time. I've been here for like nearly 50 minutes. Hopefully the way I'm recording it, I'll be able to add into the video. Otherwise I'm just speaking for no reason. But still good for me to not necessarily speak to myself, but think out loud and be able to give reasons to what I'm entering, even to myself. So, a value gap respect from yesterday. That's yesterday's candle respected, closed bullish. Next day's already started bullish, 4 hour. Came, swept, and then pushed higher. Never left a fair value gap or anything. But it was a bullish close above previous swing high. Hourly. Now this is where we start marking things out properly. Alright, we've got this fair value gap right now. We're respecting this one since yesterday. Still bullish. I want to target those. I want price to sweep this, to be honest. I want that low to be taken. Actually, price did sweep all of this previous lows, so this low being taken is not necessarily important. But price could come and take these session lows right here. And we got this further one down here. Highs, same thing. Previous daily high. Got that previous daily low as well. Alright, 15-minute. Things you need to realize is it's the same thing over and over again. That's why people might start over trading, start just jumping into unnecessary things. And they get bored. They realize it's not all that fun. That's a lot I got taken. We consider that for the time being, 15-minute. Got this 15-minute order, no, that's not an order block. Didn't sweep anything. Alright. We got this bearish 15-minute fair value gap, which price could respect. Price swept. I'm not sure why. So heavy. Swept that high and push low, respecting that fair value gap still. Got this fair value gap here, this other fair value gap. Jump to the 5-minute and get rid of that. Price swept that low, came tapped into this fair value gap, but hasn't created an entry of some sort. Just moving sideways. Maybe another no trading day. Minute, absolutely nothing. 1 minute. Absolutely nothing still on the 1 minute. Price is literally just moving sideways inside this fair value gap. Didn't do much. And broke structure to the upside. Still nothing special. Not that as a breaker structure. I think, yeah, it is as a breaker structure. 1 minute. What do we see in the 1 minute? Price is left behind this fair value gap, which we're currently in. Once price do disrespect it straight away. So I always go away for that breaker structure, away from the fair value gap, or a nice bullish or bearish close away from the fair value gap. Like that. Get rid of that, get rid of that. That was just probably a sweep. Yeah, that was a sweep, that was a break. 5 minute left behind this bearish fair value gap. Could be bearish. I don't know, we'll jump to the 1 minute. See how price acts when it comes back into the 5 minute. Yeah, that fair value gap. And we're going to come back in. I mean, on the 5 minute, is this a note? That is the order block. Got that 5 minute order block in here as well. Get rid of that, that got disrespected. Change that to black. We got this fair value gap and order block breaker structure away in 15 minutes. All of those that I was going to target have been taken, that's been taken, that's been taken. Still got these further lows to be targeting. Also got this 1 minute. Are we inside equilibrium? Most likely, yes. Yeah, we're way inside the equilibrium range. There's what happened. Just kicked me out. Alright. Back on inside equilibrium. Inside this bearish fair value gap, within the 5 minute fair value gap. See. Yeah, I don't know what happened with price action today, but the second it came back into this area, it's just in nonsense. Yep, no trade today. Accumulation. I mean, swept. Didn't really give me. Let me see. Give me an entry. This is the sweep. Price push lower. Broke structure to the downside. That could have been my entry. But I didn't really see anything on the 5 minute. I know it was too risky to even consider entering. The max I would have got was a 1 to 2.8. Good trade, but not good enough for me. Alright. Mark out the next day. This was Friday. Okay, Monday. 2:30. Oh. 2:30 and 5. Oh, no. Don't know what's wrong with that one. So let me move it. Right. Speed over to here. Oh my. And then straight after the session, it came to the highs and absolutely dumped. The low time frame might look like a lot, but on the high time frame, might just be something it's respecting. Get some water. Alright, daily. What do we have on the daily? We have this fair value gap here, still being respected at the moment. I also got that fair value gap down here, hasn't been tapped into yet. As well as, are you going to consider this an order block? Maybe 4 hour reset. Just come sweat this low out. If price does want to reverse from here, it can. It has swept these lows. It hasn't come down further into this 4 hour fair value gap. Let's jump on the 1 hour and start marking things out properly. Okay. Got that low. And that low got swept. We got this high. I feel like we're going to have more highs than lows, because the lows that I will be marking are going to be all the way extreme lows. That's all hourly highs. The lows now, we can mark. That's already been marked. The beginning of that fair value gap. That session low. This session low inside this other fair value gap. Inside the daily fair value gap. 15-minute. That's a good one to come lower. But if we're strongly bullish, I mean, we're making a little retracement back now. What did price come take us? Hourly. There's those equal highs. Equal highs are here. And mark out that equal high. The price, yeah, price took those equal highs I was talking about earlier, and then looked to reverse. Swept it, came back, push lower. But once it can go lower, it does have these other highs all the way here. I could want to come take, but just like this. This is pretty much the same thing that's happening right now. Price came all the way down, and now it's making its way back up. It comes, pushes, accumulates, pushes higher, accumulates, pushes higher. Now it could be making its high time frame reversal over here. It could be accumulation and then a push up. Anything's still possible at this time. Not really stuck on a fixed bias. The price does look bearish. I'm probably gonna look for buys, to be honest. These are all meant to be red. Don't know why it's blue. Alright. 3-minute session highs are still there. Got that high, that high, that high, that session high. Beginning of that gap. Let's see if price comes sweeps this London low. I'm happy to look for buys. Let's set that session high. Pre-market price set that. These are those here. Still wouldn't have been in. What time is it? 2:40. Yeah, maybe. Price did leave behind this fair value gap down here on the 5-minute. We are retracing back into it. I'll be happy. Price is still pumping. That would have got a clean entry. Market opens, leaves behind the fair value gap. I don't enter on like the first 5-10 minutes of market open, because price could just be doing a fake out. If I did, I could have entered off that, would have been on profit right now, but I'd rather preserve my capital. Price is actually pumping. Hasn't left behind anything for me to enter off of. Could be reacting off this gap. 5-minute, what do we have? 5-minute fair value gap. Bearish fair value gap actually. Get rid of that. Price swept all of these liquidities. And 1 minute. And 1 minute we're inside this order block. Inside that 1 minute order block. 15-minute. What's price telling me? Price could be looking for its reversal back down now. Looking to target this low. So, and if I do find an entry, second, I'll use this. I'll mark the 50% of this fair value gap to be another TP. Yeah. 5-minute. And that there. This will probably be my TP1 if I do find an entry. Got this fair value gap here inside the whole order block. Did break structure to the downside. That was a clean break of structure to the downside. Short there. TP1, TP2. That will be my final take profit for 1 to 7. Still respect it. Sales do look strong. Still time until the session's over. I put my stops up here, 1 to 4, and more safer rather than having IDs equal highs. But I'm willing to risk it, this order, because I'm going to put it to break even after it has a strong close over here. Actually, no, that's not clean. That's not a clean take profit one. It's when it breaks this low. Once it breaks that low, I don't know this one or that one. I'll mark this one out, but I'll be looking at this one as well. Okay, let's order 1% market. Save. Price could just reverse off here. I feel that price wants to come take those equal highs out. I was right. I'm not gonna move stops and risk. If I move it up here, it's gonna be risking like 2% of the account. And that's me out. If I put stops up here, it would have been in the, not would have taken out as well. Close position, loss 1000. Losses are inevitable. It is what it is at the end of the day. I mean, price swap this. Did I already get a 5-minute confirmation? Yeah, I got that bearish close. Basically investing this fair value, this bullish fair value gap. This was a clean trade essentially. Could have marked this as high that price could want to come take. Just like that, we get break of structure. Leaving behind yet another fair value gap. Five minute hasn't created anything yet. Just like that. 5 minute has basically inversed this fair value gap already. So if I was patient, I could have possibly caught this. Still this higher time frame, not higher time frame, this higher VG up here. Just like that. Oh, price hasn't tapped in just yet. Price is tapped in now. Yeah, price did tap in. I want to break the structure of this low. Clean one as well. Yep. Done for the day. I mean, the profit's not crazy, but I'm just here to learn the skill and know what I'm actually entering off of. And yeah, let's mark out the next day. This could have been a clean buy all the way up, but no entry was given. 2 on the 1 minute. Oh yeah, we did talk about it. This fair value gap. Right on market open. Clean, yes. but I wouldn't have entered there. I would have entered off this breaker structure, so long position of that candle, stops there, targeting whatever. Highest I probably would have got was around here, because the price would have started reversing and I would have taken the rest of my profits, but that's all 1 to 2.77. Not the greatest risk of the world. Let's go next day. Tuesday, 2:30. Just like that. And 5. Bingo. Okay. 225. Perfect. Price swept again, respecting that fair value gap yesterday. Honestly, I wouldn't mind. I'm gonna say I wouldn't mind. I'm still bullish. Respecting high time frame, fair value gap. Even now we're inside a fair value gap. The 4 hour. Let's just reverse off of that. 1 hour. During pre-market session, we have this low. On the hourly, I want price to take. All of these resting liquidities up here if we're looking for sells. I want price to come take. That's all on the hourly. 15-minute. Hourly, we have this fair value gap as well down here. Up to the 15. To mark out Asia high as well. London high got taken. Both London high and London low got taken. Got that down there as well. Oh my days, I forgot to make blue. Okay. Let's see what price action has for us today. Jump on the 5-minute. Price good, yeah. See. Yeah, we swept that. That could be good enough. Inside this 5-minute fair value gap. And this order block. Which swept these lows. Like that. But ideally, market wants more. That's it. Like that. Just like that. Can we take that as well? I'm in a very strong overclose. That was a strong push after this sweep of liquidity. I'm not sure what tapped into, maybe a higher time frame order block. This shall mark out this fair value gap. Inverse one. I want price to come back into this inverse fair value gap to then push out, targeting those highs. One more candle. 5 minute. We have nothing in the 5 minute. 1 minute. This got disrespected. 5 minute. Could be creating a fair value gap. Bingo. Create a 5 minute fair value gap over here. Is it not? There we go. We got that blue. 1 minute. Five minutes respected it. Hasn't closed below it. Even though over here it did. Could enter the stops there. And that's my TP1 right here. 1 minute. Got all the TPs. So what was it again? What stops there? This is 1 to 0.73. Obviously, during live markets, I'm gonna have to make these decisions quicker. But I mean, for now, still have time to think about it. Minute. The 5 minute fair value gap would have been all the way down here. I was looking to enter. Because price already moved away. The reason I'm looking at it is because it broke this structure right here. Create that breakout structure after coming lower. Sometimes it's good to look at the line chart. Price came, swept, create a on the 1 minute. Low, high, low, high, low, low, high, high, lower, high, high, high. I mean, that's what I believe might happen. 15 minute. Shouldn't want to come lower. But hey, it can. And if I lose, I lose. As well as until 1%. Once it hits down, break even. and I break even. Close my 30%. Save. Close another 30%. Save. There we go. What should I make of that? 769. Ideally, I should have closed more positions after I started reversing. Well, that one was a stressful one. Internal breakout structures has made it better for me, ideally, giving me more confirmation. Okay, 5 minutes. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. 5 minutes. Let's create this fair value gap. Alright, here. I'll be looking to enter off of. I get 1 minute. Respect. And a breakout structure. There it is. The 5 minutes, respected it. Came lower though. Respected it at the same time. We're inside this fair value gap. It's a risky one. A long position of that. Stops there. Add another TP here. And back. This right here will be my TP1. 1 to 1 to 3. 1 to 1.3. Nice order, market, save. I am bullish overall in the higher time frames, except I would want to be targeting even that high. I'm not going to get greedy, that's already a 1 to, basically 1 to 4. And I'm already made profit this today. Worst case scenario, I give back the profits. High, that's my first TP. 5 minutes. I'm not targeting my first TP. I'll target this as my first TP right here. That'll be my first TP right there. Oh, stop loss straight away. Yep, gave profits back. It's 1%. Not down that much today. So yeah, basically wanted to, and then done something that I shouldn't have, entered another one and lost 1%. Entered early. I would have made my little percent break even for 5 minutes. Am I still looking? Just like that, price goes exactly where I anticipate it to go. And it's still going to go higher, I believe. Never mind. I just making pushes and then just coming back, which probably would have taken me out break even. I put stops there. That would have been an okay trade. Next day. Market, 5 minutes. 230. And 5. This is going to be probably my last trade. Just so that I don't make the video too long where you guys are just losing attention. I know your attention spans are cooked right now due to TikTok and stuff like that. Mine is as well. 225, beautiful. Yeah, I'm probably going to be bearish. Price is still inside this value gap. Still respecting it. Power. Came down to this order block. And fair value gap. Close below it. And it could be coming even lower. Hourly. We're inside the hourly fair value gap from a couple of days ago. This is the one I was looking at on the Monday. This was New York session. Yeah, it was this one. New York session, one that I missed. But eventually came back to it. If we get a clean reversal from this hourly fair value gap after sweeping the initial entry, don't mind if I do, to be honest. It's a high. It's a high. It's a session high. This has got so many highs. Session high. It's an overall high. Okay, lows. We got that low. That low. And we got that low. This low. Consider as a low. 15 minutes. Flows. This is an order block on the 5 minute. Order block within a 5 minute fair value gap. Just going to sweep that. Damn. It's not even market open yet. This is still. Oh, it is 230. The hell is this? This on 235. 1 minute. 1 minute. Okay. 240. Okay, over that 241. 5 minute. 5 minute fair value gap formed here. 1 minute. This could be the sweep that we're waiting for. The price is just gonna keep pushing without us. How it looks. Again, could enter this broker structure. all of these breakers. This is a break. This breaker structure right here, but before my trading hours. A lot of accumulation here. Swept it. Swept all of that highs over here. Never mind, man. Yeah, it's just gonna keep pumping to all these take profits are marked. Oh my days. That one as well. Probably want to take that one as well, don't you? You greedy guy. I'll just take him on. There we go. Just like that. Took away every single TP I marked out. Took it. Even all the way to that high. Couldn't find my entry. Price didn't want to respect anything. 15 minute, nothing. 5 minute. That order block never respected. And 1 minute as well. This could have been the order block respect and then the push out of it. I mean, yeah, it came this 5 minute order block. Came back into this 5 minute order block. Jump on the 1 minute. See the fair value gap form. Market. Price comes in, breaks structure out of it. Long position out of there. Stops at that low. Obtain my final take profit, which is all the way up here for 1 to 7. And guess what would have happened? Full take profit. But this way it was right on market open. Not even before it was right on market open. So I mean it hurts, but you've got to stick to the trading plan. Otherwise it's just gonna be, you're gonna have no reason to be entering off anything, to be honest. That's a nice trade. Trade all the way to TP. Honestly, would have probably taken profits around here when price started dropping back, meaning I would have caught 1 to 6, taking my partials. And we'll do one more day. This day was just too clean, but I didn't get an entry. Wednesday, Thursday, okay. 2:30 to 5. 5. Damn, after I took that, I just dumped. It was even bigger. Guess what? I'm not trading that one. It's already been an hour and 40 minutes. I think. Yeah, that 1% loss, this one didn't need to happen. That was me trading twice in one day. Don't know why I done that. I just come deep into this fair value gap. Still within that 4 hour. Came into this lower fair value gap right here. Respected. First time pushed. Came lower. Swept, push, swept. Probably another push. And that's the plan. That's equal highs. Something I would want to target. Consider that a sweep. Inside this hourly 4-hour FEG. And then a clean push out of the fair value gap. So that could be an hourly target. Black. Another hourly target. Another hourly target. Around halfway, another hourly target. Another hourly. This is equal highs. Actually, I got swept. But it's relatively equal highs. 15-minute session highs already got taken. Okay, pre-market on the 15-minute inside this fair value gap. After this beautiful sweep, the inverse. We'll mark out the inverse instead. Inverse fair value gap. Change it to red. Jump on the 5-minute. Came inside. And the 5-minute. And could be the 5-minute fair value gap. All about patience. 1 minute. Minute. Fair value gap smaller. 1 minute. Okay. Now this fair value gap all the way down here. Actually could have entered off this break structure, would have been in profit, but rather be more confident inside. I feel like I'm too hesitant to enter, but I'm waiting for that 5-minute confirmation. And on the 5-minute we get this break of structure, which I could have entered off. This break of structure right here. See that break of structure jump on the 1 minute. What do we get? Get fair value gap off of it. Get that 1 minute fair value gap. And then what happens? Price comes in, a bullish close out of it into there. Stops at that low. And then what do? Target them highs. Oh, at least I want to 6. I need to stop being hesitant with that. Oh, beautiful. Back inside. Came inside that 5-minute fair value gap that I marked out previously. Now we just need a bullish move out of here. Then break a structure in it. Hold position there. Stops. Could be here. That's very risky. Just here's a 1 to 3. That's a very risky trade. Just off this break a structure right here. 5-minute. Price has come deep into it. We're in equilibrium. If we're inside the equilibrium area, unfortunately the entry is not in equilibrium, but the original entry was. Minute inverse tap, another 15-minute fair value gap. This 15-minute fair value gap was formed right above it, and for now price is still respecting it. That's the 5-minute, and this one is the 5-minute. Price did barely tap into that. Barely tapped into the. I'm just seeing bullish confirmations. I don't want to put my stop to. No, 1 minute. Where can I put my stops? So I can put my stops right here. Yeah, I'm going to enter. Position 1% market, save, mark out the highs. It could be break even. And that could be TP2, and then the rest is where it's at. Yeah, I feel like they're losing trade already. There's all this liquidity building up here. Price most likely would want to come take it before even considering going higher. There we go. Oh. All of this as well that I saw earlier. I did put my stops down here where it did make sense and not in just a random place. It would have been clean. Oh wait, I'm just skipping past it. 1 minute, came inside this 1 minute fair value gap. And left behind this other fair value gap. Inverse as well. Still getting back into this bullish fair value gap over there. I'm not going to look for another entry because that's just, yeah, that's another 1%. I mean, this strategy is good, but sometimes I'm just too hesitant to enter. Maybe I need to lean off the rule for not entering off market open because I am missing out trades because of it. If price does show clean structure during market open or during pre-market, it creates all my confidences. I wouldn't mind entering maybe on half a risk or 0.7 risk, and then pushing up from there. But this shouldn't have been losing trade. I should have ideally put my stops down here and not been greedy with the. I could even put my stops there like that. I would have been at break even right now, and it's still 1 to 4. So me putting my stops in random places needs to change as well. I would have made my 30% and then break even. So still not going that high, but at least it took me to my TP1, got my 30%, and then it does whatever it wants after. Anyway, that's me done for today. I'm gonna go do, okay, let's see, win rate 66.7, my P&L 363, weekly gain loss, I made 121, or I lost, not too sure. These are all the trades I took. I started off strong. This was today, made 1.4, and then I lost not 1k, I lost 1%, 2%, lost 3%. Overall, I made around 2k and lost 3%, eating into the previous profits over here. Still up 363 with 10 days remaining on it for the month. You can see we started off strong. We went all the way up to around 2.5, I believe, or a bit higher. It was like here we reached until like 2.5, and from there we went down again to 1.5, regained it, and then we just kept losing. We lost 2 trades after. This is the one I shouldn't have traded and lost. So yeah, it was this one. This one shouldn't have been a loss. Shouldn't have traded it to the beginner. I should have just taken my profits. Now it would have been, I would have just lost that 1% and still been up pretty much. A bit more, my win rate would have been higher. But you can't dwell and be annoyed about the past. Just gotta be okay with it and make sure. Because if I'm not disciplined even in back testing, how do I expect to be disciplined in live markets? So yeah, this shouldn't have happened. All the other losses I'm content with. I should have just lost the 2% right there. I feel like I'm losing more than I'm making per trade. If I'm losing 1% and I'm only making 700 per trade, that's not good. That's not good in the long term. I need to ideally change my first TPs so that I'm taking out more on my first take profit and not just being scared of getting stopped out too early and moving stop to break even. So for next backtest session, I will be only sticking to my trading plan and not doing that extra trade per session or day. And then with TPs, I need to be more lenient with my TPs and at least have it at a 1-to-1 or at least a 1-to-2, because if I'm taking out 30% and then hitting break even, I'm only going to be making 100, 200, 200, 600. But at the same time, these are consecutive wins, and then losing once. I was going to say let me calculate, but I'm recording off my phone, so I think if I get off where I'm recording, it will mute or it will just stop recording. So overall, win rate is high, but it's not a good reason why it's high. The reason I keep getting the high win rate is because I'm moving to break even so early. See risk to reward 0.58. It's not even a 1. That needs to change. Obviously, I'm not trying to get high risk to rewards, but I'm trying to essentially win more than I'm losing, because this is not good. Winning small amounts but losing 1,000 guaranteed each time. I think that's because I'm not necessarily scared, but the fear of hitting stop loss early. Anyway, thank you for watching. Any questions? Any questions, leave me in the description or comments, whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna go and update my. I'm gonna have to do my day 4 of learning how to trade. Module 4. I already have module 1, module 2, and module 3 for myself, where core concepts made simple, building pre-market prep, entry execution process, and trade management and psychology in real time. I can walk you through it real quick. This is basically the objective: to give you a complete, clear understanding of core concepts while building a realistic and repeatable approach to trading NQ and ES and potentially other assets. Not for me. I'm only trading NQ and ES. The community sweep comes with what it is, key tips, my notes, and then a video which I feel like is good to watch for it. Breaker structure, what it is, key tips, my notes on what it is, another video. Fair value gap, same thing, another video. Order block, I wrote quite a lot because order blocks I'm confused on. And then a video. Equilibrium, my notes, haven't added a video yet. SMT divergence, haven't added a video. And this is just module 1 checklist. Watch all the videos, take detailed notes into your Notion journal, or write it, create your own visual cheat sheet of these concepts. Backtest 3 New York session days, marking liquidity, breaker structure, order block, fair value gap, equilibrium, and SMT. Screenshot 1 good and 1 missed, and set up and write notes. This obviously is all for me. I'm not giving it out. I don't really see a reason why to give it out to anyone. Same with bias building and pre-market prep. This is what I basically do before every session. When it comes to 220, this is what I'm doing. And then I have a checklist. Next, entry execution process. Goal to execute with the highest probability trade in the multi-time frame confluence, confirmation structure, and price entry triggers without impulsivity. Enter trades and every trade should reflect smart money intent and disciplined planning. So this is basically what I go through every time I look for a trade. And then this is the checklist. This is what I need to do. My mental triggers. If I don't see a sweep, I don't trade. If I'm early to move, I'll wait for confirmation. No signal, no trade. It's not missed opportunity, smart pass. If in doubt, sit out. And then finally, I think I showed this in my last video, trade management and psychology in real time. To manage active trades with confidence, logic, emotional control, sticking to your system, partial and purpose, avoiding early exits, and never turning a winning setup into a revengeful mistake. Just basically more reasons to everything, and then mind control. Real-time management checklist. This is what I'll be going through in my head. And then now we're on module 5, which I need to get done. Thank you for watching.